One stepping, ain't no playing both sides.
Nah. Made it through the rain, been too many cold nights. It's a beautiful thing when the flip go right. He ain't reaching for the blick, he just wanna go like. Doing too much for the gram, that's the shit we don't like. Yeah, that's the shit we don't like. Yeah, that's the shit we don't like.
Nah, nigga, nah.
You ever this or that, can't be playing both sides. Off the curb, your bird proud of her beak. No more 23-1, 3 showers a week, God willing.
Hey yo, y'all tuned into the Hip Hop Advocate Show. I'm De La Music.
This is Rock.
And we're here tonight. We got a special guest. Our man Doza.
Doza the Drum Dealer.
The Drum Dealer, man. Killing it with the productions, killing it with the fucking rhymes.
Yup.
Yo, E, we got a special treat tonight for the fans.
Hell yeah. They don't even know. And if they don't, they're going to know. They're going to know after tonight.
That's why we're here.
Yup. For
Shit,
sure.
Man. Doza, so real quick, man, just let's just get into it.
For sure.
How you started the music?
I mean, it was just something that was always constant. But the rapping shit, just beating on the table in the lunchroom, and you know, everybody had their thing. You good in basketball, you could do this, do that, and it was just easy for me. You know what I'm saying? It was something that was just easy for me right away.
Well, that's one thing I never caught in any of your music. Where you from?
From Brooklyn.
You from Brooklyn?
Yeah.
I mean, I figured you might have been, just from your connections and shit.
Yeah, Brooklyn, yeah.
But I never caught like shouting anything music from Brooklyn.
Yeah, Brooklyn. For
I've
sure.
been listening to a lot of your joints.
Nah, thank you, brother.
Dope, man. Nah, it goes back.
All the streams.
Catalog is crazy.
No, it's long. I know pause, but there's a lot of tracks in that shit.
Thank you.
There's a lot of tracks, a lot of music, a lot of projects.
Yeah, bro.
You know, a lot of people say they work, ain't really working.
Yeah.
They just talk shit, right?
Yeah.
So Doza was thumping on the fucking lunch table.
That's
Boom,
it.
boom,
Talking
chop.
shit.
Boom, boom,
That's
chop.
talking shit. I was raised in the south side. I know how to play the congas and bongoses and timbales and all that shit. So it's just like the jam sessions is like rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like when they put you in there with, you gotta improvise on the spot, and it's kind of like the same type of shit. Like they let the bongoses go off. He's gonna go off. You're gonna see what he's gonna do. See, he get busy. Conga turn. He do his thing. So it's like in the cipher, it's kind of like the same shit.
Yeah.
A jam session and the cipher is the same type of shit. So it's like it was just like, all right, you know what I mean? Just came like that. You know what I mean? So.
And what do you prefer about, or what do you like better, rhyming or producing?
I think producing, cause I think rapping, I got a particular like lane that I like to stay within. But producing, I feel like I could produce for anybody. So it's like there's no ceiling. Like I could, you know what I mean? I could produce for Avril Lavigne. You know what I'm saying?
There's more variety.
There's more variety.
Yeah,
right.
it's like a longer.
I could produce songs that I would never touch. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like there's no limit on that shit. You know what I mean? So
One thing I could tell, like off your, your production, like you got an ill ear for. You use a lot of samples, right?
yeah, I mean, I'm from that era, the sample era and shit like that. I did one project called All Things Considered where there was no samples, and people tell me that's their favorite shit. So I gotta do another. Shout out to my brother Ibn Ali. He always telling me about that shit. You need to do another one like that. You need to do another one like that. So
that's where on Bandcamp.
That's on all streaming services. I mean, but you can also go to dozitosway.com. You go to Bandcamp. All that shit is there. So
You came highly requested from our homegirl Aida.
Shout out to Aida.
When she was there, she had a lot of good things to say about you.
Yeah, she's the best.
She was like, "Yo, he'll throw you the ill beat, and he'll spit a 16 too. That's crazy."
Yeah. That's my sis. Shout out to her. If you haven't tapped into Death Row, go tap into Death Row. It's a project that I produced with my sister Ada. She also got other projects out. There's what's the guy's name? Whiskey.
On that album.
There's another album she put out with I forget the producer's name.
Oh, that she did another collab project.
Yeah. I forget. I don't want to say his name wrong, but she got a bunch of shit out. Check out her catalog. This shit's crazy.
On that, speaking of Death Row.
Death Row, yeah.
I forget what beat it. I forgot what the name of the song is, but there's a track on there, and I told her when she was here, I'm like, yo, the way there was like a quick 2 bars where you flipped the beat on that shit, where you went from like boom bap to trap.
Yeah. I love trap too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them guys that be like, it's not real hip hop. I don't give a fuck.
No,
about
yeah,
that
no,
shit,
you gotta be diverse with that shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, I've been outside of New York. You know what I mean? So it's like I picked up vibes everywhere.
But that shit was such a tease, yo, because when that shit flipped, especially when I'm in the gym and I'm listening to that shit,
yeah.
it's like, yo, I'm ready to fucking like.
Yeah.
You even go harder. I'm like, fuck, but then it goes back to the floor. I'm like, yo, that shit just, the energy on that shit just flipped out of nowhere, man.
I might do a whole trap joint, piss all these hip hop purists off. I might do a whole trap joint. Fuck it. The fuck they what they gonna do? They're not gonna
Switch
listen.
it on, man. Switch it on. You gotta,
Talking about switching beats, that's one thing that you do well. You got the joint, the pragmatist. How you say
All
it?
the pragmatists. Well, thank you for
So that's one joint that you did it all through the whole
tape.
project.
Like I wanted to do like a bipolar tape. So like every song is really 2 songs, different tempos, different. They don't sound nothing alike. So it's an EP, but it's really 8 songs. You know what I'm saying? But everything's like, I'm a Gemini, so I guess I wanted to make like a Gemini tape, like where it's just like 2 sides of everything. Like, so yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Damn, bro, like you do your homework. That was a while back too. That was a while back.
Yo, the advocates, we do our homework.
You do your homework, bro.
The one day we'll fuck around. We definitely, you know, we want to be prepared when our guest comes. We don't want to just be shooting out in the dark.
I respect that. I respect that. Wow, you brought that back. Wow.
Yeah.
I seen in one of your interviews that you said that you use Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
To make beats.
Yeah. I was one of the. I'm not gonna say I was one of the first guys, but I started with like 3. I'm not a computer savvy dude neither. I'm not, you know what I mean? But that's the only thing I know how to do. I don't know how to do MPC. I don't know how to do none of the machine. I just know how to do that program. I know that program like the back of my hand.
And log on to porn.
No spreadsheets. No spreadsheets, you heard? No Microsoft Excel and PowerPoint presentations.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying, but the Fruity Loops, yeah. You know, and I was doing that when people were getting flack for like, you're not a real producer. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? That's one thing.
A lot of people do get flack, but honestly, you can make if you got an ill ear.
It's all about
create.
if it sounds dope. It doesn't matter what you use. Like it's not your tool is not important. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I seen dudes with studios that cost $1,000 and the shit that they was ass.
Whack shit,
Whack
right?
shit, bro.
Whack
Like,
ass
bro, could have saved you some bread, man. Like, the
You
fuck?
remember when I started, I was using Fruity Loops, and then I jumped to Reason.
Reason got a lot of sounds.
And
too.
Reason was fire too. I would have my keyboard, and then I would come up with the melodies, and I would sample every now and then. I used to have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But we've been around people who've done it longer, and they have the NPCs, and
Yeah.
Everybody has a preference. You know?
and they kind of, I'll be honest, they kind of look down upon the niggas.
Oh
using
yeah.
that,
Yeah.
you know?
It's like they look at it like we using like bowling with the bumpers type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know if that's a good analogy, but something like that. But all I care about is the finished product. Like, how does that
There
shit
you go.
sound, man? Like, do people like it?
As long, when it's completed, if the shit sounds appealing to the ear
That's it.
or not. And if it's whack, you trash it.
Yeah.
And if it's ill, you fucking keep it and share it.
Yeah, man.
Official, man. Yo, we was talking about that sweater you got right there.
Yeah.
What was that about?
That's the cover I got a series called When the Rabbit Got the Gun that I started. I think 2018, I believe. And this is part 3. This is like one of my favorite covers. I got shout to Blanquito. Yours is on the way. He ordered he been asking for this album cover on the hoodie, so I started putting all the album covers. Anyway, by the way, I do all my artwork too. So like, if you see an album cover that you like and you want that shit on the hoodie or T-shirt, just hit me up. If it's not on the site, DM me. I do custom work all the time. I even put your name on that motherfucker if you like. You know what I'm saying? So.
Speaking of that, is that the project you got the song Sons on?
Yes.
Nigga.
Wow, you do your homework.
My
God
nigga.
damn, people know what the fuck they talking about.
Nah, my nigga, that song. Honestly, I heard that song, my nigga.
Yeah.
That shit's like everything
Yeah.
I want to tell my son.
Yeah.
You know, when they get, as they grow and get older, you know, little things. I have 2 sons. I have 2
Yeah.
boys.
You got me too.
And I like,
Respect.
I keep it real with my kids.
Hell
Like
yeah.
I'm very transparent with my kids. I don't sugarcoat. I'm like, I don't baby them.
Yeah,
Speak
yeah.
to them like an adult.
Speak to them like fucking like
Yeah.
men, like
Yeah.
preparing them. For
Let
the
them know the
future.
program. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And the lyrics on that shit hit me, bro. Like, everyone like, everything. I'm like, dang. I actually sent it to one of my boys that live in Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm like, check out this song.
Yeah.
For your son, because he
Nah,
just had his son is maybe like 1 year old. I think, check this song. I was like,
God bless.
yo, my
God
nigga.
bless.
That song is a gem, my nigga.
Thank you, man.
That's one that I'm gonna be fucking saying that shit to everybody. That playing that shit, birthdays and shit.
You gotta get them ready. You know what I'm saying? That you gotta let them know.
There's a message in that.
I
shit,
talk to
man.
I talk to my oldest like grown man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I do that a little bit too much. You know what I mean? But I gotta let them know. You know,
somebody got to do it. And it's
Yo,
better
bro.
it comes from home than.
I'm gonna keep it on. I'll keep it tall with him at all times, and I'm gonna let him know like the truth is not always convenient, but you're gonna get it from me. You know what I mean?
Yo, Nas and Davies have songs for daughters. You got the song for the sons.
There you go.
know?
There you go.
Shit, I heard it here, man. Tap in.
Tap
I
in.
was trying to
sons.
like do a little something for my son one time, and I couldn't find no songs for him.
Yeah.
And I put
Yeah.
the Davies one, and he's like, "I'm not a daughter," but I'm
Yeah.
like, "But it's the meaning."
Yeah.
That's
the
the
meaning.
one. That one is definitely one you gotta.
The sons got it hard nowadays. There's a lot of stuff. Leading our sons to the jail and the graveyard, bro. Like more than ever now. So it's like you gotta be with your sons, bro. Like it's so much they're up against, bro. Like it's way worse. I don't know. It's bad now, bro.
Especially with the internet, the way it's,
Bro, it's bad,
the easy access that they have now.
It's bad, bro.
It fucks with their mind, with their growth.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We gotta pray for our sons, man.
Like it's crazy, yo. In reality, the world now, it's like even my stepson's 21, and it's like he ain't the shit that I was doing at 21. He's so behind, my nigga. I'm like, it's like now you just become. It's like I was doing that shit when I was 15, 16. Like just got my first job, got my first whip.
Bro, I lied about my age so I get a job early. You know what I'm saying? I was busting tables at 13, 12, 13, busting tables, all type of shit. Like, but
it's a different kind of
bro. These
the learning curve is different nowadays.
We had to get up and do everything. You know what I'm saying? So like, them having access to everything, the whole world via the internet, it eliminated the their ambition. You know what I'm saying? Like. They soft as shit. I mean, it is what it is.
No, they are, my nigga.
But it's not their fault though. It's like
it's not,
if you had everything as a kid, if you had everything like this, you're gonna use it. You're gonna use what's in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
Some real shit that I always tell people. I'm like, we first generation, right? If our parents were born there, they brought us here, right? My parents were born in DR.
Okay.
I was born here.
Okay.
So we're first generation.
Right.
So it's like first generation, we learned the hard way because our parents ain't accustomed to the culture here. Now that we're grown and we got kids of our own, we're accustomed to the culture out here. And now our kids, we can relate to our kids more than our parents were able to relate to us.
For sure.
So it's like that. It makes them. It's like our kids. That's what makes our kids a little softer.
Yeah.
Is the fact that we know how to guard them from certain shit that our parents didn't know how to guard us from.
That's true.
Because they didn't understand the way
that's a good point.
the world worked out here.
I never thought of it like that. That's
true. And I be preaching that shit to a lot of my family because I'm like, even though like my little cousins, my kids, my cousins that are my age, that that have their kids,
right.
They already turning into their 20s, they smart, but they also, it's like they got a certain like swag and sensibility that,
it's different. Yeah.
That they got from us, but seeing us, knowing that we were born here and raised here. Yeah. Like I used to think when we were kids, I'm like, yo, when I'm 40 now, I'm gonna be with my pops with my shirt tucked in. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, is that how I'm gonna dress when I get older?
Yeah.
Yo, I feel you.
It ain't like that. We mean more in tune. You know what I'm saying? Way more in tune.
I thought at 40 or whatever. Well, I'm not 40 yet, but I thought around that time I was gonna be on the straight and narrow doing shit like legit.
Yeah.
Man, I still want to do fuckery. I still want to do fucking fucked up shit.
Still wild on.
I gotta tell the voice in my head to be quiet every day, boy.
Look at yesterday. I almost fucked some nigga up at a bar yesterday.
Yeah. That's why I don't be at bars, bro.
Yeah, man. And it was just I was with my family, and some dude just came in acting abrupt and stupid.
Yeah, bro.
This was watching. I almost flipped out. Luckily, everybody got in between and shit. But I was ready to fucking grab a chair and throw it in this motherfucker's face.
It's crazy, bro.
And I'm like, Yeah,
you
like
can't.
it's crazy.
About to relapse. Yeah, no, I get it.
Backtracking to what we were talking about with the sons and how they're coming up different. They got a lot of access to the internet, and we got access to the internet.
Yeah.
And so we was checking your social medias out. We was checking your YouTubes. We was hacking your shit. I found your social security number.
All right. You ain't gonna get no money. You ain't gonna get no money. So go ahead.
And I found a bunch of pictures, and I got it on here.
Yeah.
The fuck was that?
The light.
And I got it over here, and I just want you to explain to the viewers what you were doing. Some ill shit, some illegal shit. You doing shows?
No illegal, nothing illegal. No.
It's all fun, man.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna
Bring it in.
Yo, and this right here is called Searching for Doza. All right, first one up. And I promise you, it's nothing crazy. I was just talking that shit.
To hype it up, just to sell it.
Talk about it, man. Talk about it.
Well, shout out to my brother, 100 Kufis. He came up with this thing called Rap History Month for February, right? So every day of the month of February, the dudes is paying homage to a rapper they choosing. So I chose Pun, right? Obviously, come on, bro, look at me, right? So, Pun, the guy, you know what I'm saying? So I did a tribute joint to Pun, whatever. We went to the mural. Shout out to my brother Christ P. He we all shoot each other's videos and shit because my man Christ P is dope with the camera, and we got a project together called The Last Two. Check that out, P.
Nice. What is it called?
The Last Two.
The Last Two.
It's probably my best. It's probably my most favorite album that I produced this year. So go check it out because 10 joints, all crazy. Okay, yeah, my bad.
Also, don't stray too far over that because Speaking of projects, the Ghost at Chess Bippy, the shit with
oh yeah, Ghost and Shay Bippy.
That whole album is just verses from Pun.
Yeah.
That you flip. You added your beats, right?
Right. So like
that's just pretty.
Thank you.
And not for nothing. Some of them just sound better than the original beats.
Thank you. You know what
I'm not even like it's not even fucking like no dick riding shit. Like really.
Thank you, bro.
A lot of people do blends like that and they don't line up the vocals.
It
right.
doesn't work. It
doesn't line up the vocals right, and you can hear when it's off. But that shit, like some of them shit sounded like it sounded refreshing.
Thank you,
hearing
man.
Pun over like different beats.
The thing, Bronx Tale was so dope. It's one of the dopest movies, but the music is so fire, right? So it's like the soundtrack to Bronx Tale was crazy. So what I tried to do is match up scenes with stuff that he was talking about so that fits the theme. Like when he was talking about the girl, the test, I put on the It's a Beautiful Morning sample, and then him talking to I'm Not a Player shit. So, and then the laughing shit, the funny shit, when they were playing tricks on the old head, that song. So he had the funny song, so I put that with
the
that.
laughing at
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm trying to like.
Told me I was ugly.
Yeah, exactly. So Bronx Tale, the best rapper from the Bronx. So I try to like make correlations there. So yeah, my bad. So
when I peeped that project, I was like, oh, this shit is L.
Thank you, bro.
From the first track, I'm like, yo, they all, and I kept going. I'm like, yo, they all like those shit. Like, it was all just Pun.
People were mad at me. They was just like, yo, like I thought it was gonna be your album. They were like, well, I was like, sometimes I don't feel like rapping. I just want to make beats and shit.
Nah, it was a project, yo.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, man. And it was a video too as well.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
It's
man.
a dope spot right there, man. That's such a dope.
Figs did a video there too, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Figs.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one we got. This one was dope. My man over here sent it to me, and I was like, yo, that shit is so creative, yo. Talk about that.
Oh yeah. I got this series part 3 about to come too, where it's like I'm kind of like my own shrink, whatever. Mm-hmm. So like it's like if you ever see like a Rorschach test where they put the ink splats on the paper.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that with words. So like I'll say a word, psychiatrist will say a word, and then you'll say the first thing that come to your mind and shit. I never heard that done before. I just wanted to like do something innovative. You know what I'm saying? So that's that.
The music video was definitely.
Thank you. Shout out to Oz, the infamous Oz. Get your camera work, get your videos, get your visuals done from Oz. He's fire. He put that together. And he knew. I told him the vision. He knew exactly what to do. You sit right there. Don't touch that. Oz is the truth. Oz is the truth. Shout out to Oz.
And
he's a good brother.
He had you both at the same time, which
is
fire.
Oz is the shit. Shout out to Oz, man. The infamous Oz. Follow him on the gram. The infamous Oz.
He was fucking talking to Shorty in the front, like, "What up, ma?"
Yeah.
Your kissing. What she said, your lips are so kissable. Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Official, man. Official. That was a creative video. Whose idea was that? That was your idea?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of like. I think at the time the Joker was out, the first Joker, the good one, with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah,
so I was kind of like borrowing elements from that, where it's like he thinks something's going on, but shit's not really going on. type shit. So I kind of like jacked that off.
That was the idea, and I don't think I ever heard the explanation. Because at the end of the movie, it's like all that shit he just dreamt it.
Yeah, he dreamt
while
it.
he
like,
was sitting there.
You know what I'm saying?
With the psychiatrist.
I thought it would be ill to kind of like piggyback off that. You know what I'm saying?
That was definitely creative.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Yeah.
This one is fire. Talk about this right here.
Oh, shout out to my brother Cortez. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a lot of work with him, man.
Yeah, Cortez is one of the dopest artists and battle rap legends. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cortez, the whole Murder Ave. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna, I got some shit I'm keeping under my hat, but we'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Like before the year's over, we're gonna be back. We'll be smacking y'all upside the fucking head.
You're gonna hit him out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's a dope picture. Damn, I need that. Send me that shit.
What is that?
Absolutely.
It's
Is that a video?
Yeah.
The video they got.
Oh, if you ain't tap into Cortez, people think he's a battle rapper. He hustled his way into that, but he's really an artist. So tap into his catalog because
he's dope.
he's 3 for 3, bro. Like all 3 of his projects, you can spin the wheel. You're gonna like anything that come up. You know what I'm saying?
So those are how y'all started working together.
Cortez, how do I start? Oh, through the Narcotex shit. He did I was working with these brothers, the Narcotex. That's my clique, and he did a feature, and we just kind of like kind of like your vibe attract your tribe, like you know what I'm saying. He's just a cool brother, and we built later on and shit like that, and one song turned into 2 songs, 3 songs. You know how that shit go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just a cool brother. You know what I mean?
And the inspiration for that video, because it had like a ill action scene in it too. How that came to be.
Yeah.
It was like somebody got robbed and you gave them the drugs.
Yeah. Shout out also another dope videographer, my brother Coco. You know what I mean? That's my family. Tap into him. His Instagram is @ViewCo. View like looking and then CO. ViewCo. Tap into him. He's a dope director. He's really an artist with the camera as well. So like shout out to him.
Nah, all that shit is all in art.
Yeah, bro. Like for real.
Music, videography.
Yup.
It's all in art, man.
Straight up.
You gotta know what you're doing. He gets mad at me. I always tell him it's all about the editing.
Yeah, nah,
I
real
tell him
shit.
It's all about the editing. It's
Real
the same
shit.
thing with the music, with the engineering.
Yup.
It's all about where you place the drop on the
Real
beat.
shit.
You just let the harmony just rock with no drums or something. You gotta know all that shit. Like
All
it's
the
all
little
editing,
nuances.
All right. That was a dope video, man. Dope track.
Yeah, shout
That
out to
both
Cole.
killed it.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this one. This one is it's kind of funny.
Let's
Talk about this
Oh,
right here.
Yeah. That's a tape. At the time, my son Spanky, the baby, he was just born. So I was listening to Sesame Street all the fucking time. So like
Mickey
I had him.
Mouse.
His mom was working during the night, so I had him. What was it? I had him a lot for like the first like 2 years of his life.
Daddy duties.
Yeah, daddy duty. So like all the Sesame Street songs kept ringing in my head and shit. So I made a tape using the Sesame Street shit, samples, and I just picked the hottest songs at the time and made that tape. You know what I mean?
It's funny. You got the one Spanky sleeping.
Yeah.
You got like SpongeBob. You flip like a SpongeBob beat on there.
All the Nacho Libre shit. Yeah.
Like it was all. I'm like, and you just rhyming like on some, rap shit.
Yeah. I try to do different shit. You know what I'm
That
saying?
shit was dope, man.
I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean?
That shit was hilarious. I'm like, I was like, we gotta show this one. This shit's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Burn Ernie are rolling dice.
Yeah.
Count Chocula is talking to fucking Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
He's trying to bag her up.
Yeah. Pimping.
This shit is ill. How you came up with that?
And that's me with my son there, right there.
Oh, I figured that. I'm like, all right, cool.
You know what I mean?
Fire, man.
Yeah.
All right, and
That shit was mad creative.
Thank you.
last but not least, this should look like a movie over here. It should look like a real movie. Talk about this one right here, man.
Oh yeah,
What's going down there?
That was Core's album release party for the last one. Shout out to Matt Pfeiffer and them and Billy and everybody. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time that night. You know what I mean? That matter of fact,
What was that in Brooklyn?
I think that was the album. No, that was in the Lower East Side. I think, if I'm not mistaken. And I think Crisis produced. Shout out to Crisis, the producer.
There we go.
He produced that whole shit.
Yeah, man. It looked like a crazy time, man.
Yeah, we had a good time.
And
That shit sucks with math. That whole situation with the show.
Yeah, he'll be back. It's just shit, man.
Yeah, no, and that's all shit that I was
shit.
telling you, we used to record in the other room,
Yeah,
and we had to move here because there was an issue with the roof. It was always leaking. It's the rain,
It's the gas, the
Little
energy
shit.
of the people and the host and all that. They just need another location. They'll be all right.
Exactly, because the concept of the show, like what made everybody fall in love with his show
Was him?
but also he was bringing in all these guests that everybody, hearing stories that nobody got to hear.
Exactly.
From
the shit that we love. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
like
saying?
from artists that we
B-side
never got to
shit.
hear really
The
talk.
B-side shit, right.
Yeah,
The
that we never
barbershop.
got to really talk. And I'm like, yo, this shit, like, that's what fucking
That's
dragged
what-
everybody into it.
They ask the question, they bring the people that didn't get they bring the people that we know as them
Like
dudes.
the Cormegas of the world,
Exactly.
the Nature.
38
the
Special.
fucking-
Thank
I seen
you.
that one. 38 Special. That was fire.
Like all those, those dudes that we know that are ill, but we never got to hear them really like talk.
Yeah,
in that kind of setting.
Man, they can have that show in the motherfucking in a bingo hall. It don't matter where they had that shit at.
One thing I saw that people, and when I saw when the whole like last week, he had a clip and a lot of people put it in the comments. They were like, "Yo, you should just do a barbershop tour." I'm like, "Yo, that's just an ill fucking idea."
There you go.
Go to
Like,
different
you just go to
barbershops.
different bars, different hoods, like
what barbershop wouldn't like you just pick the off day.
Exactly. And you just
That's free
you get that
promo.
free promo for the barbershop. You do that shit at night when the shit's closed.
Yeah.
That's an ill. I was like, yo, that somebody wrote that shit in the comment, and I think he mentioned it in the video, some shit like that. But I'm like, yo, that's an ill idea.
Nah, that's fire.
Shit.
Yeah, they're gonna figure that shit out. I think also it makes for a better comeback story. You get what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So play it up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Do what you do, bro. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I see what's going on. They building up the drama. So when he come back, it's gonna be like
Yeah, hit him hard.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I hope so, man.
shout out to
'cause
Matt Five for them.
He seen, never met him. Don't know him from all can of paint, but he seemed like a cool dude,
Yeah, nah.
like down to earth.
I ain't grow up with him. I don't know him like that. But my brief encounters with him, solid. You know what I mean? And that's core people. So
Well, y'all heard it here. Y'all seen it here. That was Searching for Doza. And we found him.
Look at that, on cue.
On cue, baby. Doza, man. So you're already saying that we're doing our homework. We're listening.
Yeah.
We're hearing the rhymes. We're hearing the bars. And my man sitting next to me, what he likes to do is like he has a magnifying glass in his back pocket.
okay.
He be fucking zooming in into the to the lyrics and shit.
yeah.
Inspector Gadget style.
Yeah.
And he has a whole segment about it. Rub, take it away, baby.
Yo, this right here is Bars with Doza, the drum dealer. Brang. Bars with Doza, the drum dealer. Brang. So basically, I've been listening, like I told you, I've been listening to your catalog.
Yeah,
Became
yeah.
a fan instantly.
Thank you, brother.
What we like to do here is I'm gonna spit some rhymes that you wrote,
All right.
and we just want to let the people know what you got to tell them, if you remember,
Okay.
what the name of that song is,
Wow.
so they can go check it out.
Oh, let's go.
Alright?
Wow.
I might skip this one because we just talked about it, but I'm still gonna do it because
Put it at the end.
yeah, we'll do it at that. All right, the first one goes. My mind stayed as Miles Davis, and I might not say it like you. And if I say a wrong verse, just let me know. My mind stayed. If I say a wrong word, my mind stayed as Miles Davis. Don't ever interrupt me while my mind's painting. You and your funky bitch is trying my patience.
Sorry for cussing, mama.
If I let her right fly, your eyes dilated.
That song y'all asked with my brother D Gomes. Shout out to my brother D Gomes. We all had a whole project out called Nigga Regan.
All right, so y'all ass, which stands for y'all ain't saying shit.
Y'all ain't saying shit.
And that's off that Nigga Regan album.
Uh-huh.
Dope project.
Thank you,
Dope
brother.
fucking
Ding,
project.
ding, ding, ding.
That, like you putting covers on shirts.
Yeah.
That's an ill one right there.
You know what? I'm going to do that.
That's an ill one right there, bro.
Let me write that in my notes.
Write that down.
Yeah, write that down.
All right. This one. I'm still a trapper. You didn't know. Bag up my syllables, riddles, and poems. Ripping the shows, the flip is the code. Bringing it home, I don't give it the hose. I don't pop pills, I don't play with my nose.
I know the song, but what the fuck is it on?
I like that flow you did on that track too, man.
Yeah, I think you stumped him.
Oh. The last two.
You mentioned it earlier, the last two.
The last two with Christ P. That's what song is that? That's with the
Got you,
the missing
kid.
you said. Hold on, I know.
Got you, kid. I like that flow you did on there though. I'm still a trapper you didn't know. Back up syllable riddles and poems. Like that nigga was writing like that. It's like a bounce flow.
Christ gonna be mad at me. I don't remember that shit.
Got you, kid. Don't think too hard. The name is called Nothing.
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 And where's my memory doing right now? Nothing. I can't remember shit.
He got partial credit, right? Because he heard.
He mentioned the name, mentioned the project.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Next one goes. I don't want to hear that shit like we supposed to be brothers. Talk all that gangster shit. Be emotional suckers.
Residue.
I got it.
You got it?
He got it.
Oh,
I
shit.
gotta keep it moving. Those same emotions don't cuff us.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Shout-
with William Boston.
Shout
right?
to William Bostic. Dozy out right now. Produced totally by William Bostic on all streaming platforms right now. Check it
That's
out.
definitely one of my favorite projects that
Thank
you
you, brother.
got, man.
Willie's different. Shout to Willie. He's Dr. Dre.
And the other track that I love on that album is, I told you earlier, The Bitch.
Yeah.
That bitch, I ain't talking to you, I'm talking to the beat.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing, you got ill hooks.
Thank you.
You know how to do melodies.
Thank
know,
you, man.
That's
Thank
what hooks is. You know, you gotta. That's a question I have. Do you usually when you write, when you're writing your own music, do you usually start with the hook, or with the verse, or it just happens?
It happens how it happens.
Yeah, right.
A lot of the times the hook is in the verse. I just take it off and just say it in a way that sounds hooky. If that's a word. You know what I mean?
It's hooky.
Yeah,
Stretch it out a little.
That's it. Pause.
All right, let's do. All right, let's go to this one because this was beautiful. It's beautiful. Which let me shut the fuck up and get to it. Where to start? If you ever in the bar, identify the exits back, never to the door. Aim for the point of the chin, the temple of the jaw. Get in and get out. Just leave them right on the floor. Déjalo. And there's nothing wrong with being afraid. It's what you do with it. And that's how a man is made.
That's fact. That's Sons.
And that's
That's
Sons.
hard.
That's Sons. And also, I love how you got the Ninja Turtle, the original Ninja Turtle, Splinter, talking to all the turtles.
All fathers care for their sons.
Yeah, like
How the fuck you find them
shout out to my
quotes?
son.
That's so dope.
I'm a movie dude. You know what I'm saying? I love movies. You know what I'm saying? Movies. It's
you
like
see shit like that. I'm sure you when you see things like that, you say take notes, right?
yeah. My father used to when we used to go somewhere to eat, he'd be like, "You see where I'm sitting? So I can see everything." You know what I'm saying? Never sit with your back to the door. He always told me that. This is one of the first lessons I can remember. Always said that shit.
That's one thing. Like I do that shit subconsciously.
Yeah,
I just go in a place and I always look.
Yeah.
Or if I'm somewhere and there's mad people around, I look at the first shit I could grab. Like if I could smash it with somebody's head if I need to. Like
You gotta be part of being the head of a family. Is being a protector, bro. And you gotta. That's a serious business.
But that right there.
Yeah, hold up. We might have a bonus.
Hold up. I still got one more.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Let me do this one more. Damn, I just fucking mixed them up. Nah, here we go.
Go ahead.
This is a good one. It's a funny one. Stick to my guns. Paint, I'ma flip it for fun. Let it bang till your district is done. I left a heart full of yearning jizz on the buns. Put a thank you letter in your pocket. Now give this to pun.
That's I Can't Help It off of Ada's project, the Death Row. Shout to Ada. Go stream Death Row. It's crazy, front to back. You know? Ada's the best. Ada might be the best. Male or female, Ada might be the best.
I love the way she always like fucks with her flow too.
Yeah.
She always go with the high pitch. It grabs.
She know what to do. She know what to do to keep people engaged. You know what I'm saying? She know what to do.
She got it.
She's a musician.
Yo, E, was that the last one? Because I got a bonus over here.
You got a bonus?
If you get the bonus, he has the Lambo parked in the back for
All
you.
right, bet.
You saw it when you walked in.
right.
All right, so it goes. Let's see. Yo, I'm moving them packs like Sosa to fulfill my quota. In the streets, motherfuckers call me Doza.
I ain't write that shit.
Let's go. Ding, 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 ding. You got that right.
You quick with
That was
it.
good. That was good. Curveball.
Yo, that right there is bars with Doza the Drum Dealer.
Bars with Doza. The Drum Dealer.
Go check out that catalog. And
Appreciate
definitely
it.
check out them tracks
For sure.
that I just fucking went over. Them shits is definitely worth checking out, man.
Thank you, brother.
Is it worth, should we speak about the new project right now, or you want to save it for part 2?
I think we should save a part 2.
Part 2?
That way we can really elaborate on
Get into it.
You know?
Bet.
Because that shit really, it's one of my favorite movies, too, of all
Yeah,
time.
you like that?
Oh,
joint?
So I want to
Yeah.
say, you know, let's save that for next week.
I bet.
Yo, we having a lot of fun over here with our boy Doza. Yo, what up, man? So next week we're going to be back with our boy once again. Live performance. We got something else. I don't want to talk about it. We'll see y'all next week.
You heard?
See y'all next week. You heard?
Off the curb, your bird powder her beak. No more 23 and 1, 3 showers a week. God willing, so I'm spilling the trap. Bob Dylan, y'all gossip. I'm plotting on something with high ceiling. My soul's Ebenezer, blood been in the freezer. Crack the corner, other joint, see disco fever. Glistening like Keisha, Christ vision on Easter. Light up his legs, turn his jeans to a visa. Please leave the booth, you like me, so shoot, bleed your troops till you abide, release